Okay, I am back. Hopefully, I have sound. Let me know when someone comes in. Let me know. Come on in. Let me know. Can you hear me? Let me know. Can you hear me before I start cooking? Let me know. Can you hear me? Do I have sound? Do I have sound? Let me know on the chat. Can you hear me? Because I have a lot to say and you want to hear this. Can you hear me? Can someone just let me know on the chat if you can hear me? You good? All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ariane. Good morning. Listen, child, I was cooking on that last 3 minutes. I guess it was me and the Lord. He heard everything I said. Y'all wondering, okay, what is she saying? Y'all like, oh, she looking like she getting to it. I don't know what she's saying, but she going in. So listen, Linda, listen. Come on in here. Listen, we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about, and we gonna talk about it. Welcome, Car Chronicles Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I've been gone for a little minute. I had to take a break, get my mind right, cause child, it's been, y'all know, y'all been watching these streets, these political streets. It's hard out here for a pimp. Pimping is not easy. I done told y'all, pimping ain't easy. Nobody is exempt. Ask the Haitians. The Haitians will let you know pimping ain't easy. They got their little walking papers the night before Thanksgiving. So Trump, like, listen, before y'all grab hands and start praying over food, let me drop this tea to you. So therefore, you might want to insert this into the prayer around the food this year. It's a lot going on. He was like, listen, this TPS is temporary. Y'all know what temporary mean, right? All right, if you don't know what it means, because some of y'all, like, y'all probably don't know what it means because you've been here for 20 years. Temporary ain't 20 years nowhere. That is not the definition of temporary. So he done told them folks, listen, y'all got to raise up on out here by February 3rd. Ain't going to be no celebrating of Valentine's Day here up in these parts. You will not. You will not. Last holidays you finna be celebrating is this Thanksgiving and Christmas, because Valentine's Day you will not be spending Lover's Day here in the US of A. Period. So that's the message he said he gave them the day before Thanksgiving. And then he said, all right, then now y'all can eat. I don't know. Y'all think anybody still had an appetite after that? Y'all think folks still had an appetite after getting that news, the Haitians? Because, child, they say there's over 350,000 of them here in the USA. Y'all know probably about 300,000 of them in Florida alone. Y'all know it's a lot of Haitians in Florida. Don't act. Some of y'all might be Haitian who listening to me. So pretty soon, that will no longer be the case, because Trump said, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here. Y'all know how that message go. So that was the message. I went live briefly over the weekend. You all, I've been gone. I took a break. Child, I had to get my mind right. I had a woosah, literally. It's too much. They don't. They don't. Listen, it is too much. So while I was getting my mind right and doing my woosah, literally, I was peeping game, y'all. It's a lot of tomfoolery going on out here in these streets. Y'all know the government was shut down. These folks like, Lord, how I'm finna feed my kids. You done turn my food stamps off. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? How am I trying to get flued out to Dubai to get this coin? Like, sir, I'm going to need for you to pay these people at the airport, because I need to get flued out somewhere because rent due on the 1st. So if you ain't finna pay it, I'm going to need for you to pay these folks at this airport so I can get flued out to Dubai and be on my sweetie. Y'all know they got that. This is not my celebrity news channel. Y'all know I got multiple channels, but y'all, we're on the curve. They like, sweetie, like, listen, like, the music ain't hitting the way it was hitting 5-6 years ago. So I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. So people out here trying to do what they gotta do. People out here trying to do what they gotta do. So listen, it's hard out here for a pimp. I say that. Pimping ain't easy. Pimping ain't easy. Ask the Haitians. Ask the Haitian. Pimping ain't easy. It's so hard out here, you all, that you got Slickback Newsom. So if you're new to my channel, Slickback Newsom is Governor Newsom. He is the governor of the state of California. Fun fact about your girl, that is my home. That's where I'm from. I live in Georgia, but I'm from California. So I know what life was like out there pre Slickback Newsom. Slickback Newsom said, we ain't got no money. We on our Tasha K. Don't ask us for nothing. We ain't got no money. We so broke. We ain't got no money. Everybody, we just don't even, no prisons. That's money. That costs. So I'm proposing that we just go ahead and just say F it. These folks be doing the most anyway. 2/3 of them return back to prison. Listen, what are we doing? I'm tired of paying $150 million a year to maintain these prisons. What for? We ain't got no money. So that can be more money to go towards my hair products. Cause let me tell you, that's where all the damn money going towards. Because ain't no way your state has the richest economy in the world. You all, fun fact about California. Come on in here, like the video. Fun fact about California. This is how you know that people be on some other stuff. Good morning, speak on. This is how you know people be on some other stuff. California has the fourth largest economy in the world. I did not say in the state. I did not say on the West Coast, in the region. I ain't say that. I said the world. And this is based off of their gross domestic product, which is the GDP, fourth largest in the world. As of 2024, their GDP was approximately 4.1 trillion with a T, with a T as temporary, with a T as temporary, like in that TPS. $4.1 trillion. This is California. That which surpasses Japan, which is a country. So remember, California is a state. It's big. It's big as hell. It's huge. But it is still, at the end of the day, it's still a state. It's a part of the country of the United States. It's the United States of America. It's one of the states in the United States of America. If California were its own country, it would be ranked behind only the USA, China, and Germany. But these folks, I done told y'all, Slickback Newsom, aka Gavin Newsom, said we ain't got no money. We do not have no money. And as of right now, we so broke, we so po, we about to skip our ASSs into 2026 with a deficit of $18 billion. So that mean they like, listen, ain't no Christmas gifts, ain't no money. Listen, we ain't got it. We ain't got it. $18 billion. They were like, we already know, first of the year already in the hole, $18 billion. Now I done just told y'all they the fourth largest economy in the world. Make that make sense. How you get into the money like that and you got the worst homelessness of all the land? Y'all, this is that ish that I be talking about when I say that it don't be about the money or the resources not being available. It's about what's being done with the money and the resources. It wasn't that long ago, earlier this year, when Slickback Newsom was popping his collar talking about how the California was getting to the money. I be getting it. I be getting to the money. He was like, that's how I learned, you all, how that California was like on 10 like that when it comes to the finances. And I'm like, and so when I heard him bragging, because I always say, listen to somebody talk long enough and they gonna tell on themselves. Listen to somebody talk and they're going to tell on themselves. So when he started talking about how California gets to the money, this was centered around the tariff conversation back during the spring, because he was like, no, Trump, you can't be playing with the tariffs because you about to mess with our money. We got products coming. You about to mess with our money. And I said it ain't so. What do you mean, Slickback Newsom? What do you mean? Please tell. So he started talking about the trillions of dollars that they bring in. So I'm like, I know you have been lying away. These people out here got tents pitched up in the Piggly Wiggly in the parking lots, tent cities, bad schools, and you over here talking about how California get into the money. You don't know. We be getting it. We getting to. You need to shut the hell up. So I got pissed off. I told y'all I need to take a break. I got angry because it's just like, how in one breath you talked about y'all getting to the money, but then y'all remember not prior to them people they didn't even have the water in the damn pipes to put out the fires in the hills. Y'all remember that? That's how 2025 got started. That was your happy new year. Learning that them rich folks' houses was on fire and it wasn't no water in the pipes to even put it out. But remember, Slickback Newsom talking about shit. We getting it. We getting it. Word? Well, why y'all ain't got your water? Why ain't no water on? Why it ain't no water on? Why these people out here living on the streets? Like, so that's why I say, like, y'all listen, people were telling themselves. So right now, this same man who, 6 months ago, if that, was flexing, talking about how they get into the money and got trillions of dollars that come in through, from because of the products, the money that they make. And that's when I learned, how they were like the fourth large. He's like, yo, listen here. I know what I said then, but listen, Tasha K ain't the only one that ain't got it. We ain't got it either. It ain't no money. California ain't got no money. They said there are more people, y'all, right now moving out of the state of California than any other state in the USA. I was listening to a news because, y'all, I be preparing for these lives. I be having no child. That's why you all are the honor students. I'm a lifetime learner, and smart people ask questions. And anything you hear, whether it's here, whether it's on CNN, Fox, wherever the hell you hear it at, you need to go look into it yourself. Look into that. Do a deep dive, and don't stop at one source. Go to them all. GPT. If you don't understand what the hell one talking about, you go to somewhere else. You go to multiple places because you need to understand what is going on. That is what I do. That is how I prepare for each and every live I do. This is how I prepare because I have to understand what the freak is going on so I can try to come on my channel and help you all understand or convey to you what is going on out here. There are so many people right now trying to move from wherever they are because they need relief because they cannot afford where they live. They can't afford it. Right now, no one's leaving their state faster than California. People picking up, moving to the South. They coming to Georgia. They coming to Florida. They going to Texas. They're even just leaving California just to go next door to Vegas. They're leaving California. Why is that? Why are they leaving the state that has one of the richest economies of all the land? Make it make sense. Why? Why are they leaving? Why are they leaving? But they are. Look into it, you all. See, when I do my car chronicles, I have some little light notes, but I can't really get into it like I can when I'm stationary, when I can maybe show you all some stuff. But just know that when I come live and I come talking to y'all, there are no lies told. You can go and fact check anything I tell you. Homework for today, honor students, because that is what I affectionately call my subscribers, honor students, because we are lifetime learners. We are not sheeple. We are not led. Somebody can't just come and tell us any damn thing. That's just not how we roll over here. We don't do that. I don't advocate for that ever. Go look it up. Anything you hear me talk about. So right now, as I'm talking about California, research. Go to Diddy's internet. Because today is Diddy's internet. Because y'all know that 50 Cent documentary coming out today on Netflix. I just got a new big screen. So we will be having heels posted up. getting all into that man business courtesy of 50 Cent. But that was just like my little commercial. Because, yeah. So, sidebar. Watch the documentary. But what I'm saying is, y'all need to look into this stuff for yourselves because these people in California are leaving. Do y'all let me know if you live in California? You know anybody who live in California? People are leaving in droves. People are leaving in droves. They're like, we can't do it. It's too much. They was like, California, everything is so high. But peak game. This that issue that let me turn this heat down because hell, I done got y'all. See, this is why I be having to take breaks because I get passionate into this stuff because I do my research and I see what the freak is going on in a way that a lot of y'all don't know. I study this stuff. I study this stuff. And it's rooted in just me wanting to know and being a content creator. And on this channel, this political channel, I come out here to give y'all information because some of y'all just lost in damn sauce. Y'all thinking, okay, well, Trump said the economy good, everything is all good. Read the room. Is it good for you? That's the question. Let me know in the chat. How are you feeling today? Is the economy good for you? Is the economy good for your neighbor, your loved one? Let me know because Carol B. Lyon Levitt, that's the press secretary, and Donald John Quavius Trump, that's what J stands for, John Quavius over here. They said, listen, we Gucci over here. We Gucci. For California to be hollering, we on our Tosh K, we ain't got it. We ain't got no money. They're the main ones fighting for benefits and resources for illegal immigrants, aka the Angelinos. Make it make sense. How the freak you hollering we ain't got it, but in the next breath hollering, but we need to have it or we got it for these the people who are here undocumented, who are here illegally. How you talking about you want to file a lawsuit because there's 25 states that have joined together in arms to sue the federal government over these new snap changes? Because with the new snap changes, child, even if you got a green card, because y'all, if you got a green card, you're considered a resident, a legal resident. But Trump said, I'm gonna need for you to have them papers for at least 5 years before you think you finna get some resources. 5 years minimum. Child, them people that clutch their invisible pearls. That man said 5 years minimum. Yes, he did. He said, okay, you say you've been here, you got your paperwork. All right, congratulations, but I'm gonna need for you to be on the fast for 5 years because we don't know how you on probation for 5 years. Y'all, I'm not making this ish up. These people are mad. So California, you talking about we ain't got it. Y'all like the video. You talking about we ain't got it. We ain't got no money. We about to skip our ass into 2026 into a $18 billion deficit. Already. They already know it's gonna be bad. They already don't ask you kids, don't ask me for ish. I ain't got it. I done paid all these bills, put some groceries in here. You're hungry, go find something in the kitchen. This is the message that Slickback Newsom, aka Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, is telling his people. We ain't got it. But you know who we gonna find it for? The illegal immigrants, the Angelinos. We gonna find it for them. Y'all make this ish make sense. I be telling y'all that this ish that I be talking be heavily rooted in common sense. You don't need to be no scholar. It is rooted in common sense. How you talking about y'all ain't got it? Y'all got to close down prisons because you like, well, hell, they keep going back in. Y'all, the man started cussing. Gavin even said a bad word, curse word, while he was talking. They was talking to that man about why are you trying to close a prison? He was like, hell, 2/3 of them go. He said something, y'all, but he got in his feelings like it's a way. He felt like it's a waste of money. Like, why are we investing all this money? Because I think y'all, they said a year, it's like $140,000 a year that they pay for just one inmate. Y'all, ain't that crazy? Like, think about it. For every head in the penal system out there, like in the prisons, it's like $140,000. That is the cost. That is the cost. Already since he's been the governor, he's already closed 5 prisons. And he's planning to close more by October of 2026. But though, here's peep game. This is how you gotta kind of use common sense and discernment, do your research. When you go on the internet and you talk and you try to learn, like, why Slickback wanting to close all these prisons, it says that, well, there's low numbers of people going to prison now. Like, so they're not filled up. People aren't going into the prisons the way they used to. Like, it's slowed down. So I'm like, all right, but I just heard Slickback Newsom say that, hell, what's the point of doing it? Hell, they just going out here doing the crimes all over again and taking their goofy ass back to prison. So the people going back or not? I'm just trying to understand. Are they going, because he's talking about the reason why he don't want to invest in it no more, because it don't make sense. Anyway, this man said, listen, we ain't finna be paying for that. That's $150 million that we can save, because if they close down more of the prisons, it's $150 million that they would save. So I told y'all they about to skip to the doodaloo into 2026 in a deficit of $18 billion. It is expected, that deficit is expected to grow to $35 billion just by 2029. But y'all out here dying on a cross for giving funds, money, resources to illegal immigrants. Tim, you say his wife is Russian? Oh, okay. Isn't it kind of interesting? A lot of these politicians' spouses are foreigners. Anyway, anyway, speaking of foreigners, y'all know Trump them that the administration have still been on they rounding their ICE, the Project ICE. Project get them the right now. I was watching a news report where there were two veterans who wives on the same day. So y'all know these people who are here illegally, as they right now in the final hour work to try to get their paperwork in order, they be going to these meetings, right? These ICE meetings. So they getting rounded up at the ICE meetings. So there was, in the news report, there was like a couple of veteran military vets. One guy's wife, she's from Venezuela. Child, he met and fell in love with her 2 months after he buried his wife. But we ain't finna talk about that man love life like that. But listen, they say, y'all ladies, fact, men will move the hell on much faster than you when you pass away. I think the stats show within 2 years, it's a new missus. Well, this man, I think they said in this report, 2 months after he buried the missus, he done met up Miss Venezuela. She done said some warm and fuzzy things. 2 years later, he done made her his wife. So we gonna call her Miss Venezuela. So him and Miss Venezuela go to her scheduled appointment. He's a former military vet. He done served however many terms. Y'all know the link. How many what they call it? How many tours? Lord, he done served a number of tours. That's the terminology for military tours in the military. So he and Miss Venezuela go to her ICE appointment. Miss Venezuela is held up, y'all, in a detention center, right along the side of Dr. Sabi's son. Because I done learned also over the weekend, child, they done rounded up Dr. Sabi's son. Y'all know who Dr. Sabi is? He was like the herbalist, the guy that was getting you healed. I think he was put out there that he had the cure for AIDS or whatever. Anyway, he's no longer with us. Y'all remember when the singer rapper Left Eye, when she died in Honduras? She was over there getting treatment and spending time with Dr. Sabi for like holistic healing. Well, anyway, Dr. Sabi got a whole bunch of kids. He was slanging D. He was slanging it when he was slanging it. So he got a son named Dr. Sabi Jr. Not Sabi. Well, he's Dr. Sabi, but I think Dr. Sabi's name is John Sabi. Child, they done rounded him up too. I think his name John Sabi Jr. But y'all can look him up. Type in Dr. Sabi Jr. is being detained by ICE. Child, they done rounded him up. They had to have gotten him probably around Thanksgiving because it started. I learned about it like Sunday night, and by that point, he had already been in custody for like 2 days. He had already been in custody for like 2 days. Y'all, the holidays was hitting different this year because I done told you Trump told them they're Haitians the day before Thanksgiving where they had to bow their heads and say what they was thankful for. Let me just go ahead and just hit y'all with this. Yeah, this gonna be the last Thanksgiving y'all gonna have here. I just want to put that out there. So therefore, tomorrow when you grab hands and stand around the table and your food and you think about blessings and things that you want, well, you can add this to the prayer because you will not be celebrating no more Thanksgivings here. It seems like a lot of people under the Biden administration didn't understand what T and TPS stood for, what it stands for. It stands for temporary. Okay, ma'am, I know you said you've been here for 20 years. I know you said you've been here for 20 years on the TPS and you're not ready to go. I understand that, but I'm going to need for you to gain the understanding of what the word temporary means. And it is unfortunate that the previous president did not have that understanding. But listen, it is what it is. He the hell gone. I'm here, and I'm about to educate you along with She Speaks. Y'all getting this lesson on what temporary means. Temporary is temporary. Temporary in no language, nowhere is 20 years. No. So you ain't gotta go home, but you got to get the hell on out of here. That was the message that basically he done told these people for Thanksgiving, literally the day before. Trump, listen, he he don't care. February 3rd is the deadline. You got to be on out of here. You got to go. So Dr. Sabi's son, excuse me, look it up. He is in custody. He's in a detention center in Texas. He probably in the same one with Miss Venezuela. Because back to the military vet, him and Miss Venezuela went to her scheduled appointment. She spoke to whoever she spoke to, and then them ICE folks, as they do, they was waiting on her, and they went ahead and said, Mr. Venezuela, we'll take it from here. And they grabbed her little hand and put her in that paddy wagon. So she is in somebody's detention center. And he's like the husband, because he served in the U.S. military, he feels like the government, y'all, has failed him because he was like, ain't no way I didn't put this time into the military. And the government and come and took my wife. She is the reason why I am happy again, why I am breathing. My son said he don't want to come back home to the house because ain't nobody there. Now, mind you, y'all, the man's at the house. Miss Venezuela ain't there. He said his son said, I don't even want to go home, Daddy, because it ain't no home. Nobody's there. So he done lost the biological mama. Because remember, she already passed away. Remember, he got Miss Venezuela. He man fell in love with her 2 months after he buried the missus. So he done met, so he wifed her up 2 years after, but he started messing with her 2 months after he buried the missus. Son talking about, I don't even want to come to the house, Daddy, because a home ain't a home. My stepmom, Miss Venezuela, ain't there. Well, I'm here, son. I don't give a damn about you. I promise y'all I'll be making this ish up. I promise y'all. This why I had to take a 2-month break, and this also why YouTube be got them shadow banning me. Because they know I'm going to give y'all the tea. YouTube, they like, Sheik, this why. This why we be blocking you. This why. Listen. So he all distraught. He like, I done served 2 tours. How this country finna do me like this? Take my wife. Sir, what does that have to do with Miss Venezuela being over here illegal? Miss Venezuela paperwork wasn't in order, y'all. Miss Venezuela's paperwork was not in order. So that's one vet story. Then there's this other military vet. He didn't even want to show, I guess, himself on camera, but his attorney was on camera. Same situation. He done walked his wife. Let me see, where was his wife from? His wife was maybe from France or some child. Same story. Military vet. He walked, man, we gonna call her Miss France. He walked with Miss France up in there. They do they normal routine. So after they talk to the judge, she do her little visit. Tom Holman crew out there like, all right then, mister, you can hand Miss France on over to me. Miss Venezuela and Miss France are with Dr. Sabi's son somewhere in the ICE detention center, y'all. And that can be a whole reality show right there. That can be a whole reality show right there. Like, y'all, they are not playing no games. They are not playing no games. Did y'all see in the media where they were talking about they got Carol B. Lyon Levitt? That's Caroline Levitt, the press secretary, Trump press secretary. I call her Carol B. Lyon Levitt because sometimes she be up there lying, but she usually do better on days when she ain't wearing her cross. So when I see her and she wearing her cross, I'm like, oh, this might be a good day. But if she ain't got that cross on, y'all know she can say any damn thing. So they didn't round it up. So the headline talking about the ICE have rounded up Carol B. Lyon family. So the tea is, y'all listen up. Y'all better follow me because I got the tea. So Carol B. Lyon Levitt, her brother had a baby with this woman from, I think, Venezuela. We gonna call her Miss Venezuela. I think she's Venezuelan, but child, he done got him a little piece. He done got him a little foreigner piece. Y'all know these men, they gonna get them a little piece because they say these American women out of control. They talk too damn much. She Brazilian, Jess. She Brazilian. Miss Brazil. Miss Brazil. Thank you for that. We gonna call her Miss Brazil. Miss Brazil got a baby by Carolyn Levitt, aka Carol B. Lyon. That's what I call over here. She got a baby by Carolyn's brother. I think he married her. Did he marry her? Because they're not together right now, but he got full custody of the child. So he ain't seen his mama since she ain't got locked up. Like, cause Carolyn's brother got full custody. So this an in-law. I personally think that Carolyn don't give a damn. Because she an ex for a reason. Miss Brazil is an ex for a reason. So a lot of times when your brother trade them out, you really like, you done moved on too. Especially if it's a child, a baby, you done moved on too. So I don't think Carol B. Lyon Levin is like really pissed off about that. But they putting out there in the news that Carolyn's family have gotten hemmed up by ICE. Carolyn, I ain't seen made no statement, but like I said, I don't think that woman give a damn because the son, he's American. He was born here, so Carolyn like shit. My family is the baby. I don't give an ish about that H. Like, I feel like that's probably Carolyn's energy. Like, I don't care about that. Don't Carolyn come off as though she is said just like that. I don't give an ish about that. Y'all know Carolyn. She gonna do that when she ain't got the cross on. But she might have a cross on it. But she just gives like, I don't give it. Have y'all watched that woman speak? She don't give two. Y'all, anytime you work for Trump, you got to have that energy. Anybody on staff, you got to have that type of energy of, I don't give a. Y'all, can y'all imagine how the interviews go when you want to work for Trump team? You got to come with that sauce. Trump probably hire me all day long. You got, because he like, she can handle that. I be like, you said what? You think we give it? The cameras run. See, that's why I can't work for mainstream because y'all see all this. This is why these men say we go and get these foreigners. So Carol B. Lyon, I don't think she give and that they didn't rolled up on Miss Brazil, her brother's side. That woman don't care. She do not care. She do not care, but she part of the Trump administration. You gotta have like a thick skin. You gotta move a certain type of way to work for him. You gotta move. And even y'all, I call her new face, what's her name, y'all? Um, Noam. Christy Noam. Is that her name? Christy Noam is the is her first name Christy? Y'all know she went and got a new face for her job interview? Do y'all know that Christy Noam, if y'all Google Christy, y'all gonna see pre-Trump, she had a different face? Christy had a different face before. No, I think it's Noam. Y'all let me know because I want to be jacking this name up, lady name up. Christy Noam. Y'all know she had a different face before she started working for Trump. Let me tell y'all the story of how I learned she had a new face. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all how I learned Christy had a new face. So how she started looking like a, because to me she looked like a Kardashian, I don't know. She looked like a foreigner, but her ass from what Iowa or something. But she gives that she got some accent when she gonna open her mouth. So one day, excuse me, I'm like Googling, I'm doing, preparing for my videos, and I'm like, oh, this Christy Norm, I'm not familiar with her because y'all, I be doing homework for this ish. I promise y'all, I be doing research. So I was like, let me look her up and see who she is. So I type in Christy Noam. And I keep getting this pic. It's like when I first type it in and go to Google, it was bringing up this picture of this white woman that she looked old. Let me just say that. She looked old. Y'all know. Y'all know the melanin hits different with us. Y'all know we age different. So I'll be keeping that in mind. So I'm like, who is this? That ain't, I need Christy Noam. I don't know who the hell this white woman is. I need Christy Noam. Y'all, probably the third time my silly ass typed in Christy Noam and kept getting this picture of this woman, I said, let me see who this person is because I still keep getting this same woman on my screen. Child, when I went to images, because that's how I was able to figure it out. After I kept seeing this random woman popping up, and I was judging it off of the face because it wasn't the same face. That's why I reference hers as new face Christy Noam versus old face Christy Noam. So when I went to images, y'all, I seen the side by side. I said, I know you effing lying, y'all. It was the same person. I was like, what the freak? Homework, honor students. Go to the internet. Go to Diddy's internet. I don't know if we're going to call it Diddy's internet or 50 Cent internet because the documentary, 50 Cent documentary on Diddy come out today on Netflix. So these is my little commercials in between this show. Y'all type in Christy Noam and go to the images. You will see new face and old face Christy Noam. So I'm like, hell no. So then, y'all, this is the secret to how you can tell if somebody didn't have some work done. Go look at their kids. You got to look at the kids because the kids gonna have the DNA of the old face. They gonna have the DNA. They gonna have the old face, the DNA from the old face, the old body. If your body was bad built, your kid might gonna be bad. But listen, the DNA. Cause ask Khloe Kardashian. Y'all, Khloe Kardashian was so shooketh when she had her son to where she made the surrogate. She questioned the child. Listen, she questioned the paternity of her child. She questioned whether or not the surrogate was raw dog doing something with somebody else because she did not want to accept that little boy was hers because how he was like, he looked like you, Khloe. That boy, he is your twin. I'm sorry. He has not had his appointment at Dr. Hollywood yet. That is your twin. I'm gonna need for you to stop playing, wasting these people time, having all these DNA tests done to see who child it is when he's a spitting image of you. He is a spitting image. Baby girl does not look like you. Baby girl looks like her father. Baby boy looks like you. So, new face back to Christy. Christy, I was like, damn, Christy, y'all. I said, let me see if she got some kids. Y'all, because at this point, I'm still in denial. Like, I'm still in denial about this Christy Noam and this new face. I'm in denial. So I'm still, listen, I'm going to do my research. I'm like, let me see if she got some kids. It came up, she had a daughter. I said, let me see what the daughter looking like. I need to see who the daughter looking like. Is the daughter looking like new face or if the daughter looking like old face? Because remember, Chloe's son looked like old face. Chloe's son don't look like new face. Chloe's son looks like old face. So Christy, no, I go to the Instagram page. Y'all guess who the daughter look like? Which face y'all think the daughter look like? Let put in the chat. Is the daughter giving new face mama or old face mama? See, that's how you do your research. If you ever want to know if somebody is legit when it comes to their body, look at their offsprings. Look at their children. Hit the like button, y'all. Look at them babies. Y'all ever hear the stories about, like, even with the Jacksons, how y'all notice that all the Jacksons with Michael Jackson, Janet, even the kids look like the new face Jacksons? Do y'all think that's just by coincidence? All the new generation, 3Ts, everybody look like new face Jacksons. Think about it. You got it. They got to have a doctor on retain to where he knows. They be like, yeah, doc, we got a new baby that just got born. We need to go ahead and get him and make this appointment because we got to keep. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to figure out a way to keep it going. All them Jacksons look alike. Y'all ever stop to think about with the surgeries and stuff? How the kids look like the surgical. Y'all see what I'm saying? See them Kardashians. See, Chloe didn't understand that part. She didn't understand. I guess like Janet don't F with her like that because like if Janet F with her like that, she might have hipped her to the game. Like, listen, sis, this is kind of what you got to do. You got to kind of have this ready and go do this. You can't be kind of presenting them like that. No, 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 no. This is how. Oh, listen. So Chloe wasn't hip to that whole thing of the like how people will be able to how it's going to be that reminder. Her son is a reminder that she had work done. That's the thing. Her son is a reminder. The Jacksons like, no, we all finna be looking alike. So everybody finna get this appointment. Yeah, we're not gonna Lil Jackson, we won't be going to soccer on Saturday. We'll have to miss that game. We have an appointment with the doctor. We have to handle our business first. You know, we are a brand. We have to handle our business first. Once we do our appointment, the doctor will let us know when you're able to get back out there, get back to your sports, go to your friends. But we have to do first things first because you will not be out here looking a certain way and then you not looking like the rest of the family and people wondering what the hell happened. We're not doing that. We are the Jacksons. Y'all, show me a Jackson that don't look like a Jackson. Show me a Jackson that does not look like a Jackson. You see what I'm saying? It got to make sense. So, Christy Nome, the daughter, old face all day long. Old face all day long. So that's the story of how I learned about new face Christy Nome, how I learned she had work done. I wasn't ready. And then y'all know me. I went down the timeline and I was like, let me see when she had this work done because you got all these pictures of her with the old face. She had that work done like about a year, like before she got her position. That's why I say, oh, she was ready for the interview. With all these people talking about, I can't get no job. New face Christy Nome said, you better go book you an appointment. You got to do what you got to do in these times. New face Christy Nome was like, listen, I got to get this job. Trump does not align himself with mud ducks. Y'all think about it. Trump likes to be around beautiful women. I was listening to Wolf. Y'all know there's a guy, what's his name? Mike Wolf. Mike Wolf, he be dropping all the tea. He's the guy who sat down with Epstein, and Epstein gave him all the tea about Trump before they got Epstein on out of here. Michael Wolf said that when Trump was on trial. See, y'all be telling y'all the tea. That's why YouTube be blocking me. Don't be surprised if it start buffing around here, because when I really start getting into tea, especially that Epstein, all kinds of ish happened with my live. It go left. Y'all can't hear me. It start buffing because y'all be bringing the tea. I promise you, I don't make this ish up. I just be tapped in. I just be tapped in. So listen, Michael Wolff, I think that's his name, the bald head white guy that just be spilling the tea and he go on different people's platform. Type in the internet Michael Wolff. Trump can't stand him. Anyway, Michael Wolff said when Trump was on trial in New York, the jurors said that all the women who were there supporting him looked alike. Kristi Noem knew damn well that old face was not gonna cut it. I'm just saying, she knew old face was not going to cut it. Mike said the people in the jury said it was so odd. They were like, everybody looked like Ivanka, the daughter. He said, Mike Wolff said that he started talking about Kristi Noem and having no surgery. He said all the women, this is so, y'all want to, let me get y'all ready for the job interview for Trump. Because some of y'all ain't got no jobs. I'm heading to, y'all need. Mike Wolff said, this is the I'm going to describe to you the look, what you gotta be stepping with in order to get into the door. This is what you gotta be stepping with. You need to have your face card need to be on 10. It got to be on 10. You got to have them riding boots. Y'all know them white girls, them white ones that got money. Y'all know they be wearing some bad boots. It's boot season now. Pay attention when you out with them white women, you in the mall. Them white women be wearing some bad boots. He said they wear them boots, and he said they got to have their hair long. They get extensions. Kristi Noem, y'all even went and put some tracks in her hair. Old face Kristi Noem hair was short. I know white folks' hair, it grow fast. No. Kristi Noem, like, I need bust down 20. I need bust down 20 inches. Bust down 20 inches. She already knew. She was preparing for the job. She already knew she had to come with it. She knew old face wasn't going to cut it. Y'all gonna know I'm not lying. Google Kristi Noem. See what she used to look like. See what the freak she look like now. She looks completely different. But I'm not gonna lie. Sis look bad to me. I think whoever did her work, I'm just saying, her mouth might not move like all that. Y'all know how sometimes it gets stiff when you have that. But listen, I'm not finna listen. I think she looked like a little baddie. I'm just saying, she's giving Latina, because y'all, when I was researching her, I was expecting to see that. That's why I was confused when the old face was popping. I'm like, what is this? Get off my timeline. I need Kristi. I don't know who you are, Karen. I don't know who you are. And that's why reading is fundamental. So I had to stop getting pissed off and read and see, like, oh shit, this is Kristi. Oh snap. This is her. And that's how I seen and came to learn that she got a whole new face for the position. You gotta be a baddie. Y'all, I'm gonna keep it 100. The only one that I think that's around him that's not giving baddie from the looks, y'all already know. Y'all drop it in the comment. Let me know, who do y'all see, what woman y'all see around him regularly that it don't really give baddie. Like, it ain't the same as, it ain't no Kristi Noem, like, it ain't no Levitt. Who? Think about it. Who be around him? Not Elon, a woman. What woman be around Trump and you like, she look a little different. She ain't giving baddie like the other one. She ain't giving Ivanka. What woman? Because there's one that stands out that don't really look like the other ones. You know, she's skinny. She got that part down, because you can't be no roly poly. Pam Bondi. Y'all know damn well Pam Bondi face her on the side of Kristi Noem. Y'all know it's not giving the same. Yes, Pam. Yes. Y'all know Pam face is not giving. She's skinny as hell. Like that be enough for a lot of people. Pam skinny as shit. She can put them riding boots on and look like she about to go about to go hop on a horse. But like her face ain't really giving like that. It's not giving. Carolyn be lying. Carolyn face is giving. Y'all been on Carolyn Instagram? Another homework assignment for today. Y'all check out Carolyn Instagram. Carolyn, y'all used to do y'all. Carolyn was living her life before she got in that White House. She actually quickly got married before she took on that position. She got pregnant, y'all. I went down the rabbit hole with her too, got in all her business. Carolyn started dating this older man that she met at a party. He like, is he like 30 years older than her? He way older than her, y'all. She met him at a party. Y'all, Carolyn got pregnant with their baby before he made an honest woman out of her. He married her. I want to say they got married actually after she gave birth to the baby. It was definitely after the pregnancy. And to me, what it was given is that he married her when she got that position to be the press secretary. Because y'all think about it. Think about Carol B. Line 11 being up there as a baby mama, talk, just saying all the ish that she be saying, the way she be saying it. That it just wouldn't go over anymore. But y'all know a lot of times like white men, black men only one that don't give a damn about you just being pregnant and they just like shit. It is what it is. But you know, other cultures, I'm going to marry you. I don't want you looking a certain way. But Carolyn got married like right before she took her new position. And I want to say it was after the baby was born because I researched it a while ago. Y'all, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been doing this all year. I just took a break. YouTube start effing with my algorithm because y'all, I be coming bringing y'all ish like this. Like YouTube don't like they YouTube know that I'm passionate. So either way, whether I'm talking something favorable for Trump or not, people going to come out because whatever it is, I'm speaking truth. So I'm like the wild card for them. So they just like, they don't know what the damn do with me. So they just will block me for a while. So they had started blocking me before I took my break. But Carolyn got married, y'all, right before she took her position. Google that. Another homework assignment. Y'all, listen. I promise y'all come to these lives, you're going to learn some stuff. And I'm sending you away with assignments. Google Carolyn Levitt. Look her up. Look into her husband. Look into with her child. You'll be able to see the timeline. I seen it. That man, in my opinion, married her as quick the way he did because she got that position. The marriage took place, like, because here it is, Pete Game. And let me tell y'all why I say that. I truly believe from my memory that she already had that baby before he married her. So if he really wanted to marry her and he was loving on her and all this, because y'all know white men don't really move like that where they trying to make baby mamas. And this guy is old. I think he's like 30 years older than her. If he really was feeling her like that and loved her like that, why wouldn't he had already married her? Like, y'all think about this ish. Why wouldn't he had already married her? Why did he marry her literally right before she take on her new position? It's given to me that he really didn't really want to marry her. He didn't feel like, she cool and all, she's fun, but for Caroline to have that position, she can't be up there talking her talk and doing all that she do and somebody baby mama. It's the aesthetics. And y'all know black culture, our culture, we probably like the only culture that don't really care about aesthetics like that. We like, shit, it is what it is. Our shit effed up. I got 4 baby mamas. It is what it is. Y'all know, like, we move with no shame. We move with absolutely no shame. Some of us need to be shamed, but like we just be like, shit, it is what it is. It's hard out here. She said it's hard out here for a pimp. Like, that's how we move. And like, so other groups of people, they're kind of like, they know that, how do I want to say it? Like the look of something, like it makes a difference. Like, It's the image. Y'all know white folks be on like how something looks. Like a man will not be with you because it don't look right. Like it's the aesthetic, like it don't look right. Our black culture, we don't really men, I'll say men will move from a way of it don't look right when it comes to okay, who they having on their arm out in public. They'll but they ain't gonna apply that rule to put no baby in you. They ain't not gonna apply that rule to sleeping with you. But they'll apply the rule of I don't look right to having you out in public. So ladies, just because a man will lay with you, don't get that twisted that oh because he'll lay with you that he's good with you all around, that he's not ashamed of you. No, because when they say men are like dogs, they'll lay with anything. So don't judge it. Well, yeah, he's still sleeping with me, but you ain't saying nothing. Yeah, he'll sleep with, you're not saying anything. The telltale is this man willing to have you on his arm and take you around people, take you around his family, take you around his friends, take you to the company Christmas parties. That's coming up now. How many of y'all getting the invitation to the company Christmas party? How about that? How many of y'all are going outside with your person? How about that? Because if you not, listen, sis, it ain't no more than what the hell it is. So stop playing. So to me, what Carolyn's husband is giving that he was good with what their situation was, but when she got this prestige position, it was like, damn, like I gotta she I then come on now. Come on now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he could benefit, he was able to benefit from it too because that's his wife. My wife works at the White House. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all, this heavy common sense over here. So look her up. I want you to look up Christy Nome. And you can maybe, if you want to type in new face, because that's what I call her, new face Christy Nome. But you'll be able to see what old face look like versus what new face look like. Then I want you to look up Carolyn Levitt. I want you to look up, go to her Instagram, go to Carolyn's Instagram. Go to her Instagram and just start scrolling. And go just even 2 years out. She got a picture on there, y'all, with Kim Kardashian. Like Carolyn was outside. Carolyn was outside. And when you go to her Instagram, because they say so a person's social media today, you all, is their resume. Ladies and gents, y'all out here dating and you trying to see what type of time somebody on, go to their social media. Go to their social media. It will be the telltale of what type of time they're really on. Man or woman, go to their social media. Carolyn still has, her pics from her life and all of that pre-bid in the White House. Carolyn thick. Y'all seen Carolyn ain't no back. Carolyn pics gives I'm outside. Lala, you say you should be ashamed. I am never ashamed of telling the truth because nothing I'm saying is wrong. Like, y'all, go look for yourself. Go look for yourself. Go look for yourself. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Just look for yourself. See what's going on, and you'll be able to see what type of time these people are on. So, right now, back to California. California is one of the 25 states who is filing a lawsuit against the federal government because of these SNAP changes. Right now, so let's talk about what the changes are. Basically, you need to go to work if you want these benefits. If you do not want to go to work to get these benefits, then you got 3 months to have these benefits in a 3-month period of time. So that means every 3 years, you can have access to these SNAP benefits for 90 days. So if you get the benefits in January, you can have for January, February, March. That's it. And you will not see those benefits again no sooner than 3 years. 3 years. So that's the case if you do not want to comply with the new work requirements, which means, and let me tell you what the work requirements are. You have to work 80 hours 80 hours a month, 80 hours a month. So y'all, that's equivalent to what, a part-time job, because most people are working like 80 hours, what, every 2 weeks, 40 hours a week, 40 hours a week. So it's part-time work. So you either work a job, you volunteer, or you do some type of training. But here's the thing, y'all, the new piece that I learned, these things that you do within your 80 hours, it can't be just anything. It has to qualify. So the part I haven't gotten into yet, I haven't stopped to kind of deep dive to learn, is what is considered, what falls underneath the qualifications, because it's not everything. It has to qualify. So I guess when you're sending in your little timesheet or whatever to be like, oh, okay, I worked, they're looking at what it was that you did, and it needs to be on their list to qualify. I said, my, like, y'all, that's a change. So all of that applies to now somebody 55, I think 55 to 64. So 54, I'm sorry. This applies to if you're 54, between the age of 54 and 64, and you're getting SNAP benefits. You have to work these 80 hours. Um, what else? Individuals who are under 24, who are not in the foster system. So let's just say you're between the age of 18 and 24. This applies to you too, if you're not in the foster system. So if you're in the foster system, it won't apply to you. But I don't know how that works as far as like when somebody leaves the foster system, because I would think that after 18, you're not in the foster system. But yeah, they're saying under age 24, that applies to you if you're not in the foster system. Parents, those who are still like taking care of your children, like they're not adults. You're like, oh, I got kids. I got 3 kids. All right, I hear you. How old are your kids? Well, my kids are 14, 16, and 17. All right, you need to go to work. Well, why? Because your children are not under 14. Your children has to be at least have to be under 14 in order for the parent or the caretaker to not have to go out of the house and go do something for 80 hours in a month. If your child is under, so my thing is, I guess for a parent, if you have multiple kids, which y'all know in my community, the Hispanic community, we got multiple kids. Uh, if you got a child that's under 14, you got multiple kids, you're going to be good, because that you got somebody in the house that you're caring for that's under the age of 14. So I think that's going to apply to a lot of people. So I found that to be interesting. Like, I don't know. I mean, to me, I don't see how, just because my kid is 10, why that should be reason enough for somebody to not be required to go out and work 80 hours. Y'all see what I'm saying? My thing is, if your child is at least school age, beyond daycare, what are you doing all day if your child, dog, the age is under 14? 14 is like high school. So they're saying, okay, if you got a middle schooler and a child in elementary and a child young, like, what? All right, pamphlet. But I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I don't like that. I think that age is too high. 14. Okay. 14. So if your children are under, if you got somebody in the house you care for that's under 14, it doesn't apply to you. Yep. That's the rule right now. Y'all like this video. Like this video. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm back. This is what I do. When you know, you know. This is what I do. I come and I bring the information to y'all. So, people are mad. These states, 25 states, are pissed off. DC is also a part of this lawsuit filing. They're like, this is unfair. This is it poses on the financial penalties because y'all, states that do not comply, they're going to be penalized. They said these states are saying this is threatens the immigrant communities. We have a problem with this. So right now, as of December 31st, it was I was looking at CBSNews.com. It was reporting 25 states as of what I said December 3rd, November. I'm sorry, November 30th. Correction, November 30th. It's 25 states that have joined in on this lawsuit. They was like, listen, Linda, listen. You can't be playing with our immigrants like that. Who the hell finna do these jobs? Who finna pick these peas? Who finna make these beds at these hotels? Who finna be in the kitchen slanging these dishes? Who else are we gonna be able to pay $3.25 an hour? Nobody. Nobody, baby. Nobody. Listen, these folks out here fighting for their lives. I done told you, Slickback Newsom said they already, the whole state already damn on Section 8. They in a deficit. He was like, listen, we need our immigrants. We need our immigrants. We can't pay nobody. I got hair products to buy. I need more gel. I need more eco styler. Listen, he was like, we ain't got it. No, nah. So y'all know California is on that list. Who on that list? You got California, Hawaii, damn it, any state you can think of that come to mind. My state ain't on there, Georgia, because they know I'm a Republican state. Y'all let me know, what state are you? Are you a Republican ran state or Democrat ran state? Because I'm pretty sure probably the bulk of these states are Democrat ran states. If you want to know how to determine that, it will be go off of your governor. What party is your governor? My governor, Kemp, he's a Republican. So I live in a Republican ran state. I would say Georgia's ran pretty efficiently. California, not so much. California is a Democrat ran state. New York is a Democrat ran state. Colorado, like you can tell by the policies. Chicago, these places. So they're like, no, these places who strongly push for the illegal immigrants to be in place, they're typically like your Democrat ran states. So I'm going to say probably the bulk, if not all of these states, are probably predominantly Democrat ran states. Uh, the Haitians, they're saying they fighting back, that they're raising it up to the courts as well. February 3rd is the date that they are said to need to be removed from these U.S. streets. They've been here, so a lot of them, they came here and underneath Biden. Some of them came before then either, probably just underneath Democrat leadership. But a lot of them, one lady said she'd been here 20 years. And her reason for not being legal and all of that is just, she said, it's just the government. The government didn't handle their business. She blamed the government for why she was still in a temporary status. Okay. Well, 20 years has been long enough to be on vacation, I say. Because where can we go? Y'all think right now I can go to Paris, France, I can go to China and just take a random flight out there and just choose to just stay and be there for 20 years? I'm going to let you know, hell no. They don't play them type of games in no other country. The United States is the only country that's been playing them type of games. And Trump said, we not doing that no more. We ain't got it. We everybody on their Tasha K. We ain't got it. We can't afford it. We can't afford it. There's no reason for us to be paying out benefits for public assistance to people who are not American citizens. Our people, y'all know we already struggling. We ain't got it. There is no money to be trying to help the next person because the American people need help. How many people in here and lost a job? Know somebody lost a job. Wonder every day if they're about to lose their job. When you're in a situation like that, is that a situation to be able to help somebody else? You're trying to help yourself. Don't they say on the airplane when it goes left, you listen, y'all better get that mask and put it on yourself first. You put it on yourself first, then you worry about your mans, your babies, whoever. But you need to take care of yourself first. You need to take care of yourself first. And that's basically how I comprehend or interpret what's going on, is that we're in this season of we need to take care of ourselves first. We got to take care of ourselves first. You all think about, with the removal of all these illegal immigrants, what the job market will look like, the availability of jobs. Because a lot of these people who are illegal, they came over here, they're not here doing the most, breaking laws. A lot of them are productive people. They have businesses, they bought homes and things like that. So it's not centered around, oh, you over here doing the absolute most. This is centered around on, okay, yeah, it's time for you to leave because you've been over here long enough, you've overstayed. Um, you're not in compliance. You see what I'm saying? It's not centered on hate. A lot of these people, like, they'll acknowledge, yeah, yeah, my paperwork, yeah, it expired, but I just never went and got it renewed. And y'all, here's this part, and this is something else you can look into. I was talking to someone. Um, I was talking to my mom, and she was telling me how when she, used to work, when she before she retired, she was talking to this guy. He was the bus driver. So you know how when you park, she worked at the airport at the time, and the bus driver, you do the park and ride, and they transport you, whatever. And he was one that she gets on the bus, and he's studying for his test. He's studying, he's reading something. So she starts making small talk with him, and she's like, "Yo, what's going on? What you been up to?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just, here. I'm just studying to take my test." She was like, "Oh." He was like, "Yes, for my citizenship." She was like, "You're not a citizen already?" "Oh no, I'm not a citizen already." "But you said you've been here for 2020. What? Why?" "Oh, well, I just didn't really have a need to do it. I was getting these benefits and things to where I qualified for because of me not being, an American citizen here. So I just, why let go of all the free money and resources?" So there was no reason, no incentive for me to rush to go get my paperwork in order because I was able to benefit from said programs. So as we listen to these news reports and we hear all these people talk about how they done been over here for X amount of years, I know there was a time where I wondered, like, what? How you been over here 20 years and you ain't got your paperwork in order? Hell, how the hell you been over here this long and you don't even know the language? How about that? That's what gets me. When they be doing these interviews and they still speaking Spanish, and I'm like, I know you lying. You said you've been over here 20, 30 years and you still ain't learned a lick of English? That's that stuff I'm talking about. Because whenever Abrego Garcia, that one that they died on the cross for, whenever he get to talking, y'all know he need a translate. He be talking in Spanish. How we out here caping to save somebody who been over here since he was what, 16? I think that man like 30 now, and he don't even know the language. This that stuff I be talking about, y'all. This the stuff that don't make sense. The stuff I be talking about. Why get kicked off of YouTube? Because y'all, like, I be trying to make sense of this ish and it don't. Y'all, I've arrived. I made into my parking garage. So if it goes out, start getting wonky, listen, like, share, subscribe. Y'all know I will be back. But listen, like, it's that stuff. So these people over here getting resources, don't know damn language. But though we got these governments fighting for their lives to keep them around. Make it make sense. Like, what? How people out here, we got all these people out here with no jobs. They don't have any jobs. But you out here fighting to keep illegal immigrants here. When To me, when I think about a legal immigrant being here, I think about that contributing to fewer jobs. Even though, like, right now it's a lot of different things taking place that's kind of having jobs removed. But still, if you think about, like, y'all, it's 350,000 Haitians that are here in the US. So that's how many stand. Do y'all think 350,000? You will see that. You will feel that. We're going to feel that. 350,000 Haitians being removed by the top of the year. And like, I know Florida has a lot of Haitians. I think Atlanta got quite a bit of Haitians too. But you should be able to. Y'all don't be damn coming for me because I'm driving. Listen, I'm stationed down there. Damn it. We should be able to feel the loss of 350,000 people. Like, I'm just saying, we should be able to feel that. So once we start feeling that, I feel that it will result in more people being able to find work. we clearly gonna see soon enough because this is a non-negotiable. So the Haitians are like, listen, we ain't going for it. We going to court, whatever. I personally don't see. I don't think they're going to win. I think that if it's raised up to Supreme Court, I think that they're going to agree that yeah, TPS, what they say, temporary protective status, like it's been years. Like it was always supposed to be temporary. It was part of the name. Like how do you argue something about, hey, I don't want to leave when it's in the name? The T stands for temporary. Like so, just that part. I ain't nobody lawyer. I got a lot of education and degrees. Law ain't one of them. But damn it, I got one in counseling and clinical mental health counseling. Fun fact about your girl, those who are new to my channel, my background, I have a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. So a lot of times in my content, I'll insert nuggets and things centered around mental health and things like that. Because child, people are going through it. People are going through it. People's mental health is just at an all-time low. They are saying young people today are feeling more depressed. I wonder why. When I seen that news headline, I said, well, hell, I bet they are feeling depressed because they still at their mama house. They getting cussed out. Mama saying, get the hell off my couch. They then got in debt, got to a lot of them got these college degrees. Ain't no job. Like, I bet they are feeling depressed, eating up all the groceries, eating up all they sibling snacks. So I bet they get in the business. I bet the hell they are depressed because they can't find a job. It ain't nothing for them to do outside. And then at the house, they getting at work. Mama going in. Y'all know it ain't nothing like when mama go in on that. Y'all know mama go in a different kind of way. She gonna tell you about yourself. Daddy can tell you about yourself too, but it hit a little different when it's that feminine energy coming for you, telling you about yourself. So they saying y'all, the young people, y'all saying so like the 20s, they're saying they're depressed. There and y'all, peep game. The group that's feeling the best about life, that's feeling good, are like I think they said the 64s and older. Think about it. Some of you who are on, because I know my demographics for my channel, so it's a lot of you old heads. Those of you who are like 64, are you really pressed or concerned about really much? Like, think about it. Are you feeling good about just what you've built up until this point in your life? What your bank account looking like, what type of retirement plan you got with the resources that you've had access to versus what's now available, which is nothing. They talking about by, I think they said maybe 2040, something just around the corner where Social Security, what they, you banking on, oh, I'm gonna give me, oh, I can't wait to draw on my Social Security. It ain't gonna be no Social Security. It ain't gonna be no funds left. So I can see why the young people, y'all like this video. I can see why the young people are feeling the type of way because they're saying now the average age that somebody is buying a house now is 40 years old. I think they said just in 2020, the average age was like 32. So now it's 40 years old. Oh, these young folk real depressed. And right now, I'm 45. I just turned 45 in October. So when I just think about just where my life is, what I've built for myself, work experience I have, and I think about these young folks that are out here. I have a son, he's in college. He's a junior in college, so he still has some more time. When I think about just those people and having to get out here and start their lives and get a job, I would not want to trade places with them. I'm just saying. I would not want to trade places with them because a lot of these young folks, they're up against the old heads when they're going for these jobs. They're up against these old heads. So they are not only are they up against their fellow, peers who graduated college with them, they're up against these senior workers who lost their jobs. And y'all, it ain't even just bad here in the US. I think I was listening to something and they were like in London. It's bad over there too. I think it says something like there's like 17. Let me see. It was something crazy. It's crazy number like 17 million people looking for something crazy to where the math was not mathing with there are far fewer jobs but it don't matter. Like it's a lot of people out here, y'all, looking for work. So look at it this way. It's like as though a ratio, which I don't know if this is the ratio, but just think about like 100 people for every like one job. You see what I'm saying? How the math doesn't math. So it's hard out here where even though you got people out here who do want to work and they're like, listen, I want a job, but have you ever heard the saying or somebody said, I can't even buy a job? So when it comes to that, there's something in place for that too, because some of these states are like, yo, we don't like this whole requirement thing centered around SNAP with the work because in our area, there's not a lot of jobs. So the gov right now with this new law, with the and all of this, y'all, these changes are a part of the Trump's big beautiful bill. States can receive waivers from work requirements only if the unemployment rate exceeds 10% in their area. 10%. Y'all think about it. So if you're a state, let's just say California, like, yo, this some bull. Like, it ain't no jobs out here for these people. And you saying they got to go out here and work these hours and get these jobs that don't even exist is not enough for everybody. Government, like, all right, then, well, we'll buy that if your unemployment rate is above 10%. Above 10%. Y'all, the national unemployment rate is what, 4.4%? Above 10%. Y'all can let me know. I haven't done the research yet. Where is unemployment? What state, city? Where's unemployment above 10%? Is unemployment above 10% anywhere in the U.S. right now? Because that is the only way that these states can be exempt from these new rules, the new 80-hour work SNAP requirements. That's a high percentage. So like I said, when I say it's hard out here for a pimp, it's not just in the US, it's global. It's all over. I was listening to a guy in India. He was like, right now, because y'all, AI is coming in and coming in fast, quick, hard. So AI is, inserted in this. That's gonna be a whole nother live. But India was like, we ain't really been feeling the effects yet, really with job losses because of AI. But the US is feeling it. The US is feeling it very hard, and it's mostly impacting the young people. It's mostly impacting the young people. And right now they're saying a kid coming out of high school, because I got two high schoolers. I have a son who's a senior this year. He's a senior, and then my last child is a sophomore. Child, and then shit, I'm done. I done my part. Empty nester. Whoo, child, I'm counting down. So they're saying that kids who are graduating from high school without going to college and going out there just trying to get a job are more employable, having better luck and success than those kids who, quote unquote, did the right thing by going to college and getting a degree. They're the ones who ain't got no job. David, who got his high school diploma, maybe went and got him a little trade, got him some little training. Maybe he might be working at T-Mobile. Y'all, let me tell you about the plug at T-Mobile. I was talking to before the holiday. I was in T-Mobile getting some things, and the guy, he looked like he probably was maybe about 27. And I started asking about, oh, well, how old you have to be to work here? Because my son, he's 17, and trying to help him, get his little first job. And he was like, oh, yeah, T-Mobile, this is the lick. He was like, if you can get on here, and y'all, these cell phone places, these technology places, if you ever worked at one or you go into one, y'all know it sells itself. Ain't nobody going inside of T-Mobile, Verizon, or whatever and really needing to be sold on something. You typically going into these places already in mind, like, yo, I'm about to, y'all, what you got? Because it's just about like, these things sell itself. So he was like, listen, if you can get in, this is the job to have. And it may even turn from a part-time job to it be your only job, because it's here. The money is here. And I'm like, I can see, because as I was in there, because I was in there for a while, I was seeing the people walking in. They didn't have to sell people anything like that to try to, all they had to do is just be available, answer questions, and process the transactions. Y'all see what I'm saying? You don't need no college degree for that. That man said, listen, the way his eyes lit up, when the way he was talking and spitting, he a black man like me, we know how to communicate. Basically, that man was like, listen, I'm good. This money is good. I ain't never worked in one of those type of environments, but as I was in there, I'm like, damn, I wonder, do they get a percentage off off of these transactions? That's what I was wondering, because y'all, I was in there when I got a cell phone out of there, one cell phone and two watches. I got the I got the pocket watch and wonder what his money is gonna look like just from me, just from me, what his money was looking like if he's making money off of the sales. So I say that to say is like, y'all, like these jobs, you got to really deep dive and look into them, because there's money to be made in different types of like environments. And you, Robel said, I make 80,000 a year doing farm work, losers. Listen, I know that's right. Like I'm telling you, the way that black man lit up, like this is it. So I was telling my son, like, yo, like when you start your college, take your class, do whatever, because he's going to do a like a 2-year college. He's interested in like cybersecurity or whatever, and he wants to work. So he want to do like a hybrid situation. I'm like, maybe we can keep our eyes out for a little cell phone T-Mobile situation or any of them. But they're saying that these college kids, like on average right now, y'all, I got to go, y'all. I'm just talking to y'all. See, y'all stay tapped in, because these car chronicles, listen, I be giving y'all the tea. I need to be damn in this building. But they're saying that the average person right now is sitting at home unemployed for the length of 5 to 6 months right now. So let's just say somebody lose their job. Right now, we're sitting at like 5 months that the average person who's lost their job has been sitting at home. I didn't watch so many specials and reports centered around people who done lost their jobs, y'all, because I've just been deep dive like for the past week, and because this whole AI thing is all up and down my timeline recommendation with AI this, AI that. And these young people, they can't find jobs. Like I've been engulfed in it, so I got a lot of information centered around like what's going on with this job market, who's been hit, who's been impacted, and it is impacting people's mental health. People are questioning their whole entire existence. Like, damn, I done what I was supposed to do. Like, I don't like when people think that just because I'm young and I don't work because I'm lazy. Y'all see what I'm saying? Because remember, the preconceived notion in normal pre bad economy times was, oh, you just lazy. You ain't got no job. But these young folks like Sheik, I need for you to tell them, I'm not lazy. I get up every day. I get dressed. I get on this internet. I apply for jobs. I do this. I do that. Let them know it ain't that I don't want a job. It's not. It's not that. It's not even that I'm even picky. I can't. I'm struggling. I can't. I can't even get hired at McDonald's. Y'all, I didn't see reports where the people saying I got degrees and McDonald's don't even want to hire me because they because they said I do not have work experience. I don't have work experience, so I can't get hired at McDonald's. And a lot of these college grads, they don't have much work experience. A lot of college students don't work. And if they did work, it wasn't in fast food. Maybe they worked at the local bookstore or whatever. But they're being told, well, you don't have enough experience. How many of y'all have gone into these fast food restaurants and you don't even really see the young people in them anymore? You see people who look like they got damn a wife, kids, 2 dogs at home. They got families. Y'all seen that out there? Like when you go peep game, when you go into these places that once was supposed to be these jobs for the young people, pay attention to how old these people look. You will come to notice that they don't look really young anymore. These are older people who are still now having to do like the retail jobs part-time and full-time, having to do the fast food jobs. Like you're not seeing kids taking over doing these jobs anymore. So like I said, my son, I've been trying to help my son get a job. He got to compete against somebody who got a mortgage, who got 2 car notes, who got 2 kids in college, who got 3 dogs that they refuse to get rid of, even though they don't even know where their meal coming from. But now they got to figure out where the hell the meal coming from for the dogs and the cats. This is what the young people are up against. So I do not believe that a lot of people who don't work, at least the people who haven't historically been on public assistance, I'll just say that. Because a lot of these people who hasn't been on public assistance, I believe that they don't work because they're having a challenge finding work. Now a lot of people who on public assistance, I think the bulk of them they just lazy and they just able to do it. But like these people recently, like within the last 12 months since 2025, who've been unemployed for who's been unemployed for at least 5 months or more. I think a lot of these people is just because y'all. I was just this one white woman. She said, "Y'all, I'm about to go live." She was like, "I've been looking for a job for 2 years and I can't find no job. The last place I interviewed with, they had me do 11 interviews. It came down to me and one person, and they chose the other person. 11 interviews, still didn't get the job." She says, "So I'm about to, at the end of this month, I'm moving to go live. I guess there's this child, she finna become a monk. I think that's what she said. She finna go to this place, I guess where the monks be, whatever. And she said she gonna provide some little counseling, little uplifting services for room and board. She said she gotta do what she gotta do. This is a white woman. Because she can't find no job. And since February, she been living off of her 401k. So she just gotta go somewhere, sit every day with her knees, her Indian style, hum, say, and then when she talks, say some encouraging words. Listen, she doing what she got to do to have a roof over her head because she can't pay her bills. And this woman looked like she probably was about 48, a professional woman who worked all her life and hasn't been able to find work for the past 2 years. So everybody's not lazy. I will say that. Everybody's not lazy, but I think there are a lot of people who are lazy. So with that being said, y'all like this video, drop a comment. Let me know, how are you feeling? What state you at? Like, are you feeling optimistic about the economy as we step into 2026? One more thing I'm gonna leave y'all with before I get out of here. Trump also has he's about to launch this $1,000 what are they calling it? I can't think of, because I didn't write it down because I wasn't planning on talking about it, but y'all can look into it. Trump is about to give $1,000 to anyone who's had a baby during the year 2025 through 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 2028. I think it's the years 2025 through 2028. If you have a baby, he will give you $1,000 to go into an IRA. And every year, you, family, whoever, your mama, your daddy, whoever want to donate to the cause can drop up to $5,000 into that account. So you can't pull out anything, but every year you can put money into this account and it'll grow. So when your child, your baby becomes 18 years old, then they'll be able to cash that out. You see what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if that's enough to get y'all to be out here damn putting R. Kelly on half on a baby for $1,000. Because it's $1,000 today, but it can grow. He's like, yo, it's just like an IRA account. Up to each year, somebody, you can have $5,000 added to that account. So if somebody want to give you money, you can give your kids money for a birthday, up to $5,000 each year. So when you think about that, it's like, okay, starting in 2025 for 18 years, say if at least $5,000 was added to that account over the span of 18 years, y'all do the math. How much money is that? Plus, with money be growing, moving around, whatever. So that is what he's putting out there right now. There's a name to it that he's calling it. Is he calling it the Trump? It's something. Y'all go to the internet and type it in. Trump pays for people to have babies, and it's out there. It's $1,000, so I know that part. But look into that. So I got into that like late last night. But y'all listen. Baby girl who's 15, she is the last of the Mohicans. She is the last of the Mohicans. It ain't no enough thousands of dollars in this world to have me to do that again. But for some of you, some of you might be motivated by the $1,000. So y'all go get into it. But on that note, yeah, y'all let me know once this video posts. Let me know how you feeling. How y'all feeling out there? I'm back. I'm back. Car Chronicles I do on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's when I drive into my office. The other days I'll pop out. Usually I might be at the house or somewhere. I might be walking. I don't know, but I'd like to maybe be someplace where I can kind of show you on my laptop and get into some things. I can probably show y'all new face, old face, Christy Nolan. We can get into Carol B. Lyon Levitt's Instagram because she do be doing them back shots. Y'all get into Carolyn Levitt's Instagram if you don't do nothing else today. Go to her gram and get to scrolling. Just get to scrolling. You're going to see some things. Get to scrolling. And you're going to see that energy that she give. I tell y'all, social media today is a person's resume. You're going to get into some things. You're going to get into some things. So, y'all, I will be back. There's so much going on. I've been gone for a couple of months. I need the woo-saw. I needed the woo-saw, so I was gone. But I'm back. Um, yeah, I didn't really get into the comments. Let me see if I get into them. Y'all, I need to go into this doggone building. Stank said, defund all welfare programs. Let Democrats pay for their own negatives on humanity voters. Okay. Jonathan said, I own a cleaning business and make over six figures. Started out doing residential and now have many commercial contracts. I can believe that, Jonathan, because I was listening to Bob Proctor. I told you I've been gone for 2 months. I've been gone listening to Bob. Yes. Bob been helping me gather my soul, get my thoughts right, manifesting some things. But Bob Proctor, that's how he became rich. He started out. I think he's from. I think I learned he's from Canada. He started out, his cleaning businesses in Canada, then made his way to the USA. But that's how he became rich, through a cleaning business. So listen, I've heard people, these, Hispanics talk about how they get to the money by doing detailing, cleaning cars in Los Angeles. Like, y'all, I've covered a lot of stuff on my channel. News is what I do. I just kind of had taken a break, but my normal thing is to do what I do. And but they were saying that before all these shenanigans, with the immigration and ICE coming in and now people running and hiding, they was making, I think he said they was making up like I think he said like $5,000 a day with the business doing detailing of vehicles. And I know he wasn't lying, because first of all, everything is super expensive in California. So there's that. And then people, like in California, like people like, it's an environment like that state, like people are about their rides, their cars, the weather's nice. So I knew that wasn't cap when he talked about that they was getting on average $5,000 a day. I knew that man wasn't lying. That man was not lying. That man was not lying. Y'all, think about how much money it costs to detail your vehicle. So he was saying that now, because people wasn't going to work and stuff because they was running scared because of the ice or whatever. So the money wasn't really coming in like that. But that's another type of business where like a lot of Hispanics are into, the detailing. There's certain industries you see them heavy in, um, auto detailing, things like that. You'll see them heavy in those industries. So we are definitely in time. Every man is for themselves. We cannot be looking for a savior. There's no one coming to save us. You have to save yourself. So what that means is that you have to, for one, start by going within, get your mind right. Woosah. Listen to Bob Proctor. Get your mind right. Um, and just try to just change how you think. I'm gonna have to. So y'all, I started a new channel, a third one, and it's all about that. I'll have to get drop the link, share the link, give it to my mods so they can share your link. If y'all still on here, you want to know what my new channel is, I'll just say it. It's called Neuroshift Subliminals. So Neuro and then the word shift and then subliminals. The second word is subliminals. That is my newest YouTube channel. I'm nearing 50 subscribers over there. Once it hits 50, I can go live from that channel. So that's my first milestone. I'm probably like 4 away from that. So if y'all go over there and subscribe there. But once I can go live over there, I may start like doing some lives. But we gotta get our mind right, because that's gonna be the first step. You gotta get your mind right to get prepared for these things that are coming at us or that will come at us. Because when the body starts, like when the body gets breaks down. Like all of this go hand in hand. Your vessel, like all of this go hand in hand. When this ain't right, everything else ain't right either. So we you got to make sure that you take care of this. So that's the mental health aspect. So like I said, that's my background, mental health. Take care of your mental health. You got to take care of your mental health. And once you get that lined up and you change how you think, things in your reality, things in the 3D, 4D, 5D will start to shift and move and look differently because everything starts in the mind. And people don't really think about that when they think about their situation or what's going on. How are you thinking? What's your mind? What's your mindset? What's your thought process? What kind of thoughts are you having? Because y'all ever heard the saying, thoughts become things? Thoughts become things. Here's another thing I challenge you to do. If you need money, you're like, oh my God, I ain't got no money. Find opportunities to give money. That's my new thing. It's the mindset, AK. Find opportunities to give money. I get excited right now when I see opportunities where I can give somebody money because I have this understanding that it's karma, it's attraction. So if I need money or want money, I have to give money. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see, you got to understand. Go to the new channel, Neuro Shift Subliminals, Neuro Shift, Shift, Subliminals, Subliminals, Neuro Shift Subliminals. I'll start to share the channel information with my mods so they can drop the link in. But that's what that space is all about. So everything over there is centered around this. So I drop like almost daily these videos, these nuggets, these encouraging thoughts, messaging, so it can start being programmed into your mind because you got to change your mindset. That's how you change your situation. You got to change the mindset. So with that being said, that's on that. Um, Stay vigilant. Stay vigilant. I like to say take care of yourselves and one another, but heavy on taking care of yourselves because so many of us are out here worried about everybody else and ain't nobody got us or giving no second thought to us. So you got to take care of yourselves because if you're not good, your babies aren't good, your loved ones aren't good. So you got to make sure that you're good. Like I say, on the plane, when it go left, when that mask come down, you got to put yours on first before you start handling the babies, right? You got to put yours you got to put yours on first. So remember, take care of yourselves and one another. Like the video, share, and yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next live broadcast. I don't know, I got enough juice. I may go live this afternoon, or maybe not. So subscribe to the channel. Yeah.